I defended my mom when my dad's parents blamed her for telling me the truth about why they got divorced. When I was 13, my parents suddenly announced they were getting divorced. It came completely out of nowhere. The day before, they were joking around and kissing in the kitchen, and the next morning, my dad was packing his stuff and moving to another city. For over a year, my mom would only say they had some issues they couldn't work out, but I was convinced it was my fault. I had come out as gay when I was 12, and when my dad barely called or visited after the divorce, I figured he just didn't want a gay son anymore. I was a mess. I kept asking my mom if dad left because of me, and she'd always say no, but I didn't believe her. Finally, she took me to a therapist because I was blaming myself so much. After a few sessions, the therapist told my mom she needed to tell me the truth. That's when everything came out. My dad had been cheating on my mom their entire marriage. She found out because she tested positive for an STD, and when she confronted him, he basically admitted to everything. He'd been hiring sex workers, meeting women during his business trips, and using guys' nights as cover stories to cheat. When I confronted my dad about it, his response was disgusting. He told me he hoped I wouldn't hold it against him because he was a man with needs, and he blamed the women, calling them lying names for giving him and my mom the STD. I told him if he wanted to sleep around, he should have just gotten divorced instead of lying to us for years. Ever since then, my dad's been trying way harder to have a relationship with me, but I'm not interested. He had 13 years to be a good father and chose to spend that time cheating instead. But here's where it gets worse. My dad's parents found out that my mom told me the truth, and they completely lost it. They started calling my mom constantly, screaming at her for poisoning my relationship with my dad. They said she was just trying to win some competition against him. My grandma actually came to our house and started yelling at my mom in front of me, saying she had no right to tell me adult business. I completely snapped and told them they should be blaming their son for being gross and hurting my mom, not attacking her for finally telling me the truth. I explained that it was either I know what really happened, or I spend the rest of my life thinking my dad abandoned me because I'm gay. They said I shouldn't defend my mom because she put me in an unfair position. That's when I told them not to contact us anymore if they were going to treat my mom like garbage while making excuses for their cheating son. The crazy part is, after all this drama started, we found out my dad had fathered at least 5 other kids with different women during his marriage to my mom. 5 kids. My mom had to get tested for every disease imaginable and deal with lawyers about child support for kids she didn't even know existed. My grandparents still think my mom is the villain in all this. They actually sent her a letter saying she destroyed the family by telling me the truth. Meanwhile, their son literally has a second family he was hiding from us for years. I haven't spoken to my dad or his parents in over a year now, and honestly, my life has been so much better without their drama.